tokenizing real-world physical assets will change everything. True democratization of wealth is coming, and it will be amazing. I first heard the term tokenize and tokenization from a Raoul Pal YouTube video in 2019. In fact, I believe this video served as the catalyst for my buying my first Ethereum soon after. I kept hearing that Bitcoin was digital gold, but Ethereum was different. Ethereum had utility in the way of smart contracts, and more importantly, had the ability to turn a physical asset into tokens that would essentially convey digital ownership of that asset to any buyer. The smart contract handled all of the details behind the scenes. It sounded simple, but I still couldn't really wrap my head around it until hearing Raoul Pal explain the concept in simple terms. What exactly is tokenization? At its core, tokenization is the process of converting ownership rights in real-world assets into digital tokens that live on a blockchain. Think of it like slicing a pizza. Instead of needing to buy the whole pie, you can purchase just one slice, or even half, a quarter, or an eighth of a slice if that's all you want and can afford. You walk past a gleaming skyscraper in Manhattan and think, I'd like to own a piece of that. Or you are standing in front of a Picasso at a museum and wishing you could participate in investing in fine art without having to have millions of dollars in the bank. For the duration of human history, the average person never dreamed they could participate in what had always been a rich man's game. But today, blockchain tokenization is turning the impossible into reality, and it's reshaping how we think about ownership itself. Essentially, each token represents a fractional share of something valuable. Could be a house or building, a rare painting, a vintage car, a racehorse, even Taylor Swift's next hit song. The tokens are bought, sold, and traded on blockchain platforms, with Ethereum being the dominant chain at the current time. Buying and selling can take place 24/7 by anyone on Earth who has an internet connection and chooses to participate. The blockchain acts as an incorruptible digital ledger, recording every transaction and ownership change with complete transparency. What makes this revolutionary isn't just the technology, it's the democratization of opportunity and wealth creation itself. Assets that were once exclusive to the wealthy elite are now accessible to everyday investors, perhaps with as little as $1 to start. Despite the challenges, the momentum behind tokenization is undeniable and is beginning to hit the mainstream and Wall Street. Major financial institutions, from JPMorgan to BlackRock, are exploring tokenized assets and buying up Ethereum at the same time. Governments are beginning to create regulatory frameworks that could provide clarity and protection for investors. Little did I know it when I purchased my first Ethereum that 5 years later, there would be Ethereum treasury companies like Bitmine, whose sole goal is to own at least 5% of all Ethereum in existence. I believe we are now beginning to witness the early stages of a fundamental shift in how humans exchange and own value. The walls that once separated everyday investors from the world's most valuable assets are coming down, one token at a time. And with Ethereum hitting new all-time highs recently, I'm really glad I held on during the crypto winter a few years back. In hindsight, I wish I had bought more. Any thoughts? Leave a comment below. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.